everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Dominique if you are new here. And for today's video, we're going to be doing something totally different from my channel. We're going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me type video. And I know I normally don't do videos like this, but I kind of wanted to do this and I thought it would be fun, so I figured why not. So for today's makeup that we're going to do what I'm going to wear for my Halloween costume. I'm going to be like getting ready for Halloween, even though it's not Halloween yet. I'm just kind of like trying out the makeup. And as I'm getting ready, I'm going to be answering these questions from the spooky Halloween tag that I found online. So that's what I'm going to be answering as I'm getting ready. So before we get into the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also feel free to follow me on social media if you don't. They're all linked in the description box. Alright, so let's get into the video. So before I get started on the makeup, I'm not really that good with makeup, I'm not gonna lie, but I thought this would be fun to film. So it's not gonna be the best, but I figured why not do it. Also for Halloween this year, I'm gonna be Wednesday Addams, and I'm not doing anything for Halloween this year. I'm just gonna have like a friend or two come over to my house and we're gonna like dress up and watch scary movies and hand out candy if I get any trick-or-treaters. So that was another reason why I wanted to do this video, because nobody's really going to see my costume, so I figured why not put it on YouTube. Alright, so let's get into the makeup now. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is I'm going to start off with concealer. I don't really wear foundation, especially not recently because I've been wearing masks. So I just kind of put on concealer, and the concealer I usually use is the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer by Urban Decay, and I usually use shade 440 NY, which is kind of dark for me, but it's fine because you can't tell because I have a mask on anyways. But I did buy a lighter shade the other day, so I'm going to try this out. This is in 30 NY, but I don't know how light it's going to be, so we're gonna try this out together. Alright, so question number 1 is your favorite horror or Halloween themed song. I would probably have to say Monster Mash. I love that song, and I've always loved that song, and I don't really know why. I'm thinking it's because when I was little, we used to go, which we still go to it every year, it wasn't open this year, but we used to go to Fright Fest. Sorry for the voiceover here, but I realized that I said the wrong amusement park. I meant to say that we used to go to Six Flags every year. And in the kids section, they would always have like a little Monster Mash show. And they would sing that song and the monsters would dance. And I used to love it. Alright, so the next question is, what is your favorite horror monster or villain? I love horror movies, and some of my favorites are, I love Halloween, so I love Michael Myers, and I also really love It, and I really love Pennywise, and I don't really know why. So I would have to say that those are my favorite horror characters. Alright, so I'm done with my concealer. Now it's a little light, but for the look, it works perfectly. And I also think it matches a lot better than the darker one did, because that one was really dark. So it looked really weird because like this part of my face would be like really tan and the rest of me wouldn't be. But like I said, it didn't really matter because I had the mask on. Alright, so now that I'm done with my concealer, I also used a beauty blender, which is very dirty and I need to wash it to set that, or to blend it out. So I like to set my concealer with the CoverGirl Clean Matte Pressed Powder. And I use shade 535 Medium Light. So I'm going to set my concealer. Alright, so the next question says, have you ever played with a Ouija board? No. That is one thing. I love scary stuff and horror stuff stuff and all of that type of stuff. But that is one thing that I will never do, is play with a Ouija board. That freaks me out. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with some bronzer, which I use the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer in Bronzed. And I actually, in the move, I lost my contour brush. So I've been using this e.l.f. bronzing brush that's kind of angled, which it's not very dense and I really hate it to do bronzer, but I don't really do full makeup that much anymore because of, sorry, I have dry shampoo on my head, because why am I going to do a full face of makeup if I'm going to put a mask on? So I've been using this and it doesn't really do the greatest, but it's all right. All right, so the next question is, if you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you do it? I would have to say yes, but only if I could have somebody with me. I think the only way I would do it is if I had somebody do it with me. But I think it would be kind of cool to see what happens. Like I said before, I love haunted things. So, there's that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, which I know this isn't like blended very well, I'll blend it out in a minute. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some blush. And I use the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the color Fetish. And I'm going to go in with this. It's another angled brush. And it's by the brand Luxie. I'm not sure. I got it in an Ipsy a long time ago. So I'm going to go with that. Alright. So what is the creepiest thing that's ever happened to you while you were alone? Alright, so I have 2 stories. So the first thing is when I was in college. Sorry. Well, I was in college. The dorm I lived on, my freshman year, was haunted. Like, it was legit haunted, and everybody said it was fake, but it 100% was haunted. Things would fall off of our walls all the time, and like nothing really, it didn't really bother us. But one time, it was actually on Halloween night. Now, I lived on the 5th floor of my dorm, so there wasn't much to, like, there was no way anybody could be in the window because I lived on the 5th floor unless they were on a ladder. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with some highlight, which I'm going to use the Becca Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in Opal. Anyways, back to the story. So there was absolutely no way that you could like go in the window. So on Halloween, my freshman year of college, I was sitting in my common room and I happened to be alone. And I was like sitting like at a table and the window was behind me and I was doing work on my computer. And in my laptop screen, you could see the reflection of the window and there was a girl like looking into the window at me. And I turned around to see if it was in the window and it wasn't. So there was that one. And then, so the next thing that happened, which I wasn't alone for this one, I was with my best friend. And we were at her house. It was her parents' house. It was like her old house. She doesn't live there anymore. And neither do her parents. And we, I'm gonna blend all of this out now. We were alone at her house and it was just her. It was just me, her, and her dog. And we were sitting there like hanging out, like watching TV, doing whatever. We were in high school at the time. And all of a sudden we hear a door creaking open and her dog freaks out and starts barking and runs like to the doorway and her fur all stands up. We were in her bedroom, so she runs to the doorway of her bedroom, and the way her house was set up, it was like her room and then a hallway, and like her sister's room is here. And in her sister's room, in the closet, there was like a little crawl space door that was there. So the dog's like freaking out. She's standing in the hallway, like facing her sister's door, growling with her fur standing up and all of that, and it was terrifying. We heard the door creak open and then we heard it shut, and then we literally freaked out. It was like 2:30 in the morning, and we literally got in the car and went to my house and like left a note on my parents, like on the kitchen table for my parents, and we're like, by the way, we're here now. It was really freaky. And when we went back the next day, the crawl space door was open, which it wasn't ever open. So that would be the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me while I was alone. All right, so now that I'm done with my face, I'm gonna go with to my eyes. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow primer. This is the e.l.f. Mineral eyeshadow primer, so I'm gonna put this on. All right, so the next question is, have you ever seen figures in your peripheral vision? Yes, I have. I've seen them a lot, especially the one that happened to me in college. So there's that. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? Definitely thrillers. I like the movies like Saw and like Wrong Turn and stuff like that. They gross me out. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with the Naked Smoky palette to do my eyeshadow. Alright, so the next thing is, have you ever made potions of any sort? I mean, when I was little, I used to make potions, but who didn't make potions when they were little, you know what I mean? Alright, so now it says, do you get scared easily? Yes. I get scared very easily. But, like, I kind of like to be scared. So, I don't know. Alright, have you ever played Bloody Mary? No, I have never played Bloody Mary. And I don't think I ever will play Bloody Mary. That's another thing that freaks me out. Just like a Ouija board. Especially if I were to do it in my own house. I'm definitely one of those people that, like... Sorry, there was like a darker color on this brush. Anyways, I'm definitely one of those people that believes, like, if you open up something or like bring something into your house, it's gonna stay there. So I would never do Bloody Mary, and I especially would never do it in my own house. All right. Do you believe in demons and the devil? Yes, I do. I will be 100% honest about that one. I do believe in that. The next question says, you're home alone and you hear footsteps in your house. What do? I would freak out. And I 100%, since I live alone, I would go to my parents' house. I would not be able to handle if I heard that alone in my house. Alright. It says, if you got trapped in one scary movie, which would you choose? That's a tough one. I would probably have to say, I don't know. I really don't know. Probably Halloween. I feel like he would be the only, Michael Myers would be the only villain that I would have somewhat of a chance of surviving. So I would probably have to say Halloween. Alright, the next one is, if you can only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? I would probably have to say, I was Pennywise last year, and I really love the way it turned out. I didn't really have a costume, I just had a shirt on, but I love the way it turned out, and I'll insert a picture here. So I would probably have to say I would be Pennywise every day for the rest of my life if I could. Or every Halloween for the rest of my life if I could. Alright, so now the next question is, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Not by myself, that's for sure. I actually probably wouldn't ever, but who knows? Maybe I would. Alright, so the next one is, In a zombie apocalypse, what would your weapon of choice be? Honestly, I have absolutely no idea what my weapon of choice would be. I would be screwed. That would be how it would be if there was a zombie apocalypse. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? I'm not really a big party person, I'm not gonna lie. And I do remember I loved going trick-or-treating when I was little. Which I trick-or-treated way past when I should have trick-or-treated, I'm not gonna lie. Fun fact, in college, I think it was my sophomore year of college. It had to have been because my freshman year I was in my dorm being scared by our ghost. But my sophomore year of college, my one roommate, she lived in New York City. Like, she was from New York City. So she had never been to... Sorry, I was trying to figure out what brush I needed. She had never been trick-or-treating before. So luckily, the neighborhood that I grew up, they were all cool and we all knew each other. So we were able to bring her back to my hometown and we were able to go trick-or-treating in my sophomore year of college. So I'd probably have to say trick-or-treating. All right, so the next question is, in a horror movie, you are the final girl. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, or the smart one, or the killer? I don't think I would be the first to die, but I would definitely be one of the first, I think. Or I would be the last one because I watch enough horror movies where, like, I know what you should and shouldn't do, but, like, horror movies, people always make the dumbest decisions. So, I don't even know. Alright, so this says, while watching scary movies, are you... I lost it, sorry. While watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes closed the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? I love scary movies, so... I would probably have to say the one who yells at the characters. There are movies, though, where I do cover my eyes. But it's only for certain parts. It's never the whole movie. So there's that. Alright, and then the next one is... Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? I don't necessarily have to watch something happy, but I do need to do something after a horror movie. So, like, if it's the last thing I do before I go to bed, I probably will go on TikTok or watch a YouTube video or something. But, like, if I'm watching it and then I'm doing other things throughout the night, no, I don't need to watch anything else. Are you the one who gets scared or does the scary? Definitely the one who gets scared. I'm a very easily scared person, I'm not gonna lie. But like I said, I absolutely love to be scared. So, it doesn't really bother me. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? I'm not gonna lie, when I was little, I was terrified of horror movies. So I used to lie to my friends and tell them that my mom wouldn't let me watch horror movies, just so I didn't have to watch them. Until one day, my friend's cousin forced me to watch a scary movie, and then I became obsessed with them. So I think I was also at the point where I was kind of too old, where my parents could be telling me what to do. I mean, they still could, but it was kind of less believable. I think I was about 14 when I watched my first horror movie. So, now I'm obsessed with them. What was your first Halloween costume? I think I was a bear, my first Halloween. I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but I do believe I was a bear. The next question is, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? And I've already shared that. I'm going to be Wednesday Addams. Alright, so I'm done with my eyeshadow. So I'm going to do my eyeliner, my mascara, and my brows. I don't know how much I'm going to talk through it, so there might be some like sped up portions because I kind of can't talk while I'm doing my liner and my mascara, but we'll try. So the next question is, what is your favorite Halloween movie? If it's a horror movie, I have a ton. I love The Conjuring, I love the Scream series, I love the It series, and I love the Halloween series, and I love the Paranormal Activity series. But if it's not scary, I have to say Halloween Town, the Halloween Town series. The next question is, how much do you enjoy Halloween on a scale of 1 to 10? A definite 10. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm using the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner to do my liner. Alright. So the next one is, what is your fondest Halloween memory? I would have to say... Sorry, I can't talk into my liner. Am I the only one who could never get their wings even? Anyway, my fondest Halloween memory would probably be, I usually celebrate Halloween the entire month, not really celebrate Halloween. But like, I do spooky things, like haunted houses. We go to one every weekend usually. So my fondest Halloween memory, I would have to say when I was 16, we went to the amusement park Cedar Point. My best friend, actually I was 15, she had just turned 16, and the only reason I remember that she was 16 is because her birthday's in October, and I remember I gave her her present in the car on the way there. But anyways, my best friend, my mom, myself, and my best friend's mom went to the amusement park Cedar Point for Halloween, and this was like the first time we had ever really done like haunted houses and stuff like that. We were never really big haunted house people before that. So we went to Cedar Point to do their Halloween thing, and it was the absolute coolest Halloween thing ever. And there were like parts of the park where you had to go through a haunted thing to get to the other parts of the park. So that was this, like, it sparked my love for haunted attractions. And it was literally the coolest Halloween thing I have ever been to this day. And I go to a ton of them. So that would be my fondest Halloween memory. Alright, so the next question is, have you always been a Halloween lover? I've always loved Halloween, but I used to hate scary things, and now my favorite part of Halloween are the scary things. So that would be the answer to that. Alright, so for my mascara, I'm going to go in first with the... Sorry, I got an email. I'm going to go in first with the Maybelline Great Lash Biggest Lash Mascara. And yes, I still use this, and it's one of my favorite mascaras. I'm going to go in with this, and then on top of it, I'm going to put the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara because I love the way it looks together. But I know I'm not going to be able to talk while I do my mascara, so I'm just going to either speed this part up or do it, and I'll be back. Alright, so mascara is done. So now I'm going to go in and do my brows. Alright, but for the next question is, how do you get into the Halloween spirit? Decorating and doing like haunted attractions and stuff like that. Alright. What are your favorite Halloween decorations? I love ghosts and pumpkins. So ghosts and pumpkins and like horror movie things are 100% my favorite decorations. And to be honest, I wish I could have an awesome like Halloween display. Like, if you didn't see my last video, you should go check it out. But if I could have a Halloween display like those, like that couple had in their yard, that would be like the best thing ever. But I know, first of all, I will never have the money. Whoops. Oh, it actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it did. Anyways, I will never have the money to do that. And I will also, I don't have the space to do that. But I wish I could. I don't know if I said what I just used. So I used the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. If I didn't already say that. If I did, I said it twice. Sorry. So that's that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do my lips. Which, for my lips, I'm going to do the NYX Liquid Suede Lipstick in black. And now I know I can't talk while I do this. So I'm going to put this on and then I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back. I have my lipstick on. Also, I said that the shade was black. The shade is actually Alien. So that's the shade for this. Alright, so now my makeup is done, and now I'm going to do my hair. And I'm going to put my hair in the classic Wednesday Addams braids. And I'm going to finish the questions as I do that. Alright, so the next question, there's only 3 more questions left. And it says, what are your favorite Halloween/fall scents? Oh, I'm sorry, there's 4 questions left. This one's written weird. So it's, what are your favorite Halloween/fall scents? My favorite scent is the Marshmallow Fireside scent from Bath & Body Works. It's only available during the fall and the winter, or it used to be available during the winter. I don't know if it still is. But it's my all-time favorite, and it is literally in my house year-round. So during the fall and the winter, I stock up on it, and that's all I have burning. It's not even really burning because I don't burn candles. I use the wallflowers. All right, so the next question is zombies or vampires? 100% vampires. I was a huge Twilight fan. Still kind of am. The fact that she came out with a new book was one of the greatest things to happen in 2020. All right, so what is your weird/odd fear? I don't really know. I have a lot of fears. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I don't really know how to answer that one. And then, do you believe in ghosts? Yes, I do believe in ghosts. 100% believe in ghosts. All right, so that's the end of the questions. So I'm gonna braid this half of my hair, and then I'm gonna put on my dress, and I'll be back to show you the final look. Alright, so I'm back. I have my hair braided and I have the dress on. It's kind of hard to show. But this is what it looks like, and I have on leggings and boots, which I will show you in the mirror. But this is the completed look. So let me show you the full outfit in the mirror. Alright, ignore my extremely messy closet. I have to clean it. But this is the completed outfit. I have combat boots on. So on actual Halloween, I probably won't wear the black lipstick since it's 2020. Any other year I would be. But I'm going to be wearing a mask when I hand out candy. So I'm probably going to wear this mask. A nice little bat mask. So it'll look more like this. But that is the completed look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know that this was a really long video, so if you guys made it to the end, make sure to comment down below what you're going to be for Halloween or what your plans for Halloween are. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on my bell notification so you get notified every time I upload. Follow me on social media, give this video a thumbs up and a comment down below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye guys, and happy Halloween everybody.